In life, there are moments that split us open, moments we never saw coming. The diagnosis, the breakup, the phone call that changes everything. She was told she might never walk again. After the accident, the doctors laid out the facts. The damage was done. The odds weren't in her favor, but she didn't surrender to the story written for her. She picked up a pen and started writing a new one. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't clean. It was slow, messy, painful, filled with setbacks. But step by step, she moved forward. Not just with her body, but with her belief. That's what resilience looks like. Not the absence of pain, but the presence of persistence. It's not about being born strong. It's about becoming strong, one decision at a time. Resilience is a mindset. It begins not when life is easy, but when everything feels like it's falling apart. It's the quiet voice that says, "I'm not done yet." It's the courage to keep showing up, even when you're scared, even when no one's watching, even when there's no guarantee it'll work out. You don't control the storm, but you do control your anchor, your thoughts, your response, your attitude. When you shift your perspective from "this is happening to me" to "this could be happening for me," that's where resilience is born. Resilience isn't one big heroic act. It's built on small foundations, repeated daily. Life will shake you, but it doesn't have to shatter you. Resilience means allowing yourself to feel without becoming consumed. You can feel anger without lashing out, feel fear without shutting down, feel grief, and still get out of bed the next day. That starts with mindfulness. Even 2 minutes of intentional breathing can slow your racing heart and bring you back to yourself. Resilient people don't avoid reality. They face it head on. They don't pretend the problem isn't there, but they ask better questions. What can I do with what I have right now? What's the next small step? How can I adapt instead of collapse? Journaling helps. Getting thoughts on paper turns mental chaos into a map. It makes you see that the mountain you thought you couldn't climb is just a series of small steps. You don't have to do this alone. In fact, you shouldn't. We're wired for connection. Resilience multiplies in safe community. It's built through real conversations, strong friendships, and asking for help without shame. Darnell lost his home in a fire. Everything gone. But instead of retreating inward, he leaned on his neighbors, joined a support group, and began to rebuild, not just his home, but himself. Resilience doesn't mean isolation. It means knowing when to lean in, not out. Navigating life's challenges, setbacks, failures, stress. They're not signs you're weak. They're signs you're alive. You will stumble. You will doubt yourself. But that doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. What matters is how you respond. Start by reframing the story. Instead of "I failed," try "I learned." Instead of "I'm stuck," ask "What's the next step I can take?" Instead of "Why me?" ask "What's life trying to teach me here?" Set realistic goals. Don't try to fix everything at once. Start small. Maybe your goal is take one walk, send one message, get through the next 10 minutes. Tiny wins matter. They build momentum. Practice self-compassion. The way you talk to yourself matters. Would you speak to a friend the way you speak to yourself in hard moments? Talk to yourself with care. You're not lazy. You're healing. You're not weak. You're rebuilding. Lila lost her father. Grief swallowed her whole. But slowly she gave herself permission to heal. She walked every morning. She cried without apology. She journaled 1 page a day. A year later, she wasn't back to normal. She was transformed. And that's the thing about resilience. It doesn't bring you back to who you were. It helps you become who you were meant to be. The power of mindset. Your thoughts are not just thoughts. They're the lens through which you experience everything. You can't always change the situation, but you can always change the story you tell about it. A fixed mindset says, "I can't do this. I'm not built for this." A growth mindset says, this is hard, but I can get stronger. People with resilient mindsets don't avoid failure. They expect it and learn from it. They don't ask, will I fall? They ask, what will I do when I fall? To build this mindset, practice gratitude. Even on your worst days, there is something worth noticing. A meal, a moment of silence, a second chance. Practice grounded optimism, not toxic positivity, real hope. The kind that says, I've been through worse. I don't have all the answers, but I'm still standing. I'm not done. Stay curious. Instead of assuming the worst, ask, what else could be true here? Rico was a star athlete until one injury ended his season and his scholarship, his identity gone. But instead of giving up, he pivoted, became a coach, mentored younger players. Years later, he said, that injury didn't end my purpose. It revealed it. That's the mindset of resilience. It doesn't just help you survive, it helps you transform, building resilience for the future. Resilience isn't a destination you reach. It's a daily decision, a practice, a commitment to keep going, keep learning, and keep rising. Start now, not next year, not when life calms down, not when you feel ready. Set one goal, one habit, one conversation that moves you towards strength. Resilience is built in the ordinary, in how you wake up, in how you talk to yourself, in how you respond to failure, in how you keep showing up when no one's watching. And over time, you'll feel it. You'll react with less panic and more clarity. You'll stop searching for certainty and start building confidence. You'll become a safe place for others because you've become one for yourself. This is what resilience gives you: peace, purpose, and the unshakable belief that no matter what happens, you will rise. So wherever you are right now, breathe. You're already doing better than you think. Keep moving, keep trusting, keep building. Because resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about bouncing forward. And every time you do, you become more of who you were always meant to be.